of that issue?
Actually, kung naalala nyo, noong 2003, isa yan sa mga nirereklamo naming issue. Kasi conversion, the way it works is, dahil nga merong inherent weakness yung system, napakabagal, yung mga commanders resort to collusion, collusion with suppliers who fork out the money in advance. Tapos pag lumabas na yung actual release, may tagana. Right there pa lang, assuming that the commander gets 80% of it in cash, 20% doon, commission ng supplier, there's already an inherent loss there. 20% of the money of the people goes to a purpose which is not intended for. But more so, kung yung 80% na yon binulsa pa, you have 100% loss on the part of government. Now, yung yung cashless, it solves the first problem it solves is the lack of efficiency. It already solves that kasi the money is already available right from the very start.
Okay.
So no need to resort to cash advances from certain suppliers. Pangalawa, as a monitoring mechanism, it prevents fraud. Kasi every time there is a purchase, it registers somewhere outside of the office which is actually using the money. So there, meron ka ng monitoring mechanism kaagad. So those are at least 2 points which I can say na which can help our AFP go through or deliver on their mandate while at the same time safeguarding the people's money.
In practical terms, how far down in operations can we issue these cards?
Okay, ang binanggit ng President would be para doon sa light construction, for meals, for office supplies, and for what we would say as small ticket items. I have yet to see a system naman, and this is where we also would like to advocate yung pagpapabilis ng procurement natin ng big ticket items. Kasi yon, admittedly, the Government Procurement Reform Act has instituted some measures which by their very nature tends to slow down the process. Gusto naming pag-aralan sa Kongreso, and ang Magdalo actually are advocating this, na tingnan naman natin yung mga areas where defense procurement can be they can be exempted from this kasi by the very nature nga of the requirements of the military and defense. We don't want to totally remove all of this for all agencies kasi precisely nga they were put in place to prevent fraud and wastage in government procurement.
But what I mean is, for example, will it go down to these cards, will they go down to the battalion level?
Yes,
company level?
yes. Kasi by the very nature of the expenses that are authorized in those cards, they're actually more useful doon sa mga subordinate units. Kasi ito yung mas nangangailangan ng mga immediate cash purchases before na ngayon can be transacted by way of the card. It is less useful for example, a centralized procurement agency like the Department of National Defense Bids and Awards Committee. It's of no use to them, but for line units, frontline units, it's very, very useful.
Pero what about areas kung saan walang card system, walang ATM, yung medyo remote?
Yes.
Would that be a complication?
Hindi siya complication, it will be a limitation siguro on the part of government, how they can mimic the efficient, cashless, constantly monitored mechanism that is the cashless purchase card in areas where you cannot use the cashless purchase card. So siguro the old system will have to stay in place until such time that other financial institutions are able to set up office doon sa mga areas na to.
Ito yung mga